Hi, everyone. I'm Zach Ketterhagen. If you can't hear me or have any technical difficulties, just comment and we'll fix the feed. Welcome. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Meditation for Optimal Performance. Every Thursday night at Perennial Yoga, we gather. And meditation is so vital, so important, especially during times like today. Just unprecedented, uncertain times where anxiety can be at an all-time high. With the events of today, we realize how interconnected we are, both with negative and negative consequences, but the good stuff too, the positive and positive consequences. And coming together in a group meditation is just so powerful that it has a ripple effect on the collective consciousness. So thank you for showing up. How we're going to lay out the next 45 minutes. I'm going to focus your energy on some topics, some resources. Then we are going to relax on the floor. A good preparation for good meditation is relaxation. So have a pillow or blanket close by. We will take Shavasana. And then we will have a really solid meditation together, at least 20, 25 minutes or so. So great. Before we start, I want to just mention a resource. A year-long group meditation by the Himalayan Institute is a wonderful resource to understand the practical nature of coming together. There is over people from 128 countries meditating around the clock. They're trying to get to 1,000,008 hours. So look at that resource and track your time and join this power of group meditation. Great. So to reduce anxiety, we need to strengthen the good stuff. We need to strengthen our attention muscle. And I like to think of it as a muscle. So if you misuse a muscle or don't use a muscle, it gets weak over time, or it gets abused, it malfunctions, right? And so meditation is one of those powerful practices that we have that we can turn to on a daily basis to really strengthen this attention muscle. And it's strengthening by coming back into the present moment. That the present moment can be a deeply spiritual opportunity, this sacredness to act and respond and really, at the end of the day, create our lives every moment we take. And in the yoga tradition, in the meditation for optimal performance system, breath is really that key practice, that key element to focus our energy back in the present moment. That the nature of every inhale and exhale we take is that power, that the power we have to respond to life differently. And so the breath is that shortcut to really reduce our anxiety, that we can't get smothered into the pool of anxiety. We need to garner our strength, our inner resolve, and that happens with every breath we take, strengthening our attention muscle so that we can perform at our highest and show up as our best self. And so the breath is, we got to watch out because we're trust fund babies in a sense. Hear me out. We didn't have to do anything to get the breath. We were born with the breath, right? It supports everything we do. If we feed ourselves not so good food, if we feed ourselves negative impressions, our breath relentlessly supports us. It really is the source of life. And by focusing our energy in the present moment with this great life force, this relentless power of breath, it really gives back to us in tenfold. And there's this gratitude that unfolds that really combats and reduces our anxiety. And so throughout the practice of relaxation and meditation, going to be harnessing the power of the breath. Great, guys. So hopefully you have a pillow and blanket close by. If you don't, no worries. But we're going to take Shavasana. So come into Shavasana. And so maybe some newer yoga practitioners at home. So I'm just going to show you lying down. You can place your hands along your side, palms open, or feel free to place your hands on your abdomen and relax your elbows. So I'm going to get out of Shavasana, but your main job right now is to really relax. Can you believe it? Your job is to relax. And so settle in with maybe you have a blanket over you, maybe you have a pillow under the head. You feel the body beginning to sink into the floor. The back of the body heavy and spreading, and the front of the body softening. Now, the process of moving inward is that it's a process. So honor that. Focus on the sounds around you, the sounds around your room. You see them pass by. Now harness your attention in the space of your body. You see your body on the floor, relaxing. The sensations of the body almost tingling to stillness. And finally, if you haven't already, invite your attention to the movement of breath in the body. And so the breath can be felt and seen most notably here in your midsection, across your abdomen and floating ribs. Here as you're lying down, the breath is more of an up-down motion. And so on inhale, you can feel the abdomen gently rise. And on exhale, the abdomen gently falls. So we simplify the breath at first. It's this great in stream that nourishes the body. And it's this great outstream that cleanses and releases. Let these two great streams of breath welcome you into the present moment and nourish and fulfill you. Every breath you take welcomes you back into the present moment. One of the greatest tools you have is weaving the breath into the next. And so as you see the inhale rise, simply relax and watch the exhale fall and release away from the body. The inhale and exhale flow into one another, creating this unending stream of focus and attention. Great. And this presence, your breath and life force, we're going to be taking it around your body, scanning the body from the crown of the head to your toes, awakening each cell and relaxing across your entire body. So gradually, invite your attention and breath to the crown of your head. Here now your presence is at the crown of your head with every breath you take. And so now rest at the back of your head, the sides of your head and forehead. Your eyebrows and eyeballs soften. Now see the flow of breath at the tip of your nose. Here you feel the touch of breath on the inhale that comes into the nostrils and the body, and on exhale, a warming sensation as it leaves the body. Now rest across your cheeks, cheekbones, lips soften, teeth slightly part, releasing your jawline. Rest the front of your neck, sides of your neck, and back of your neck. Now see the breath flow down your shoulders, move down your upper arms, lower arms, fill your hands, and now resting your attention over your fingertips. Now rest your hands, lower arms, upper arms, the center of your shoulders, upper back, upper chest. Even the contents of your rib cage, your lungs and heart, are supporting the body's needs and thus relaxed. Rest across your mid-back and lower back, the sides of your waist, and now rest deep through the fall and rise of your abdomen. As clearly as you see the breath here, see the flow of inhale fill the bowl of your pelvis, releasing all your inner organs. This same flow of breath moves down your upper legs, your lower legs, fills your feet, and now rest over your toes. And see or imagine, if you have to, it's as though now your toes are taking every inhale and exhale for the body. Now rest your feet, your lower legs, upper legs. And rest at the center of your pelvis. Here there's a deep connection to stability and groundedness. Feel the legs stable and heavy on the floor. Now rest up the spine at your navel center. Rest up the spine at your heart center. And here we invite a sense of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath you take, serving us and nourishing us, so that we can respond and co-create in the moment. Great, bring your attention up the spine at your throat center. Here now your sense of expression is relaxed and inwardly focused. Now rest your attention at the center of your head, where you feel and experience the first thought of your breathing. Rest in this mental space. Relaxing your outer eye is an effort. Begin to now experience and see your entire body pulsating with breath. Now it's as though your entire body is breathing. Every cell in the body is releasing waste, releasing fatigue on exhale. Every cell in the body is nourished on the inhale. Now to really digest this experience and take it with you, acknowledge how you feel. Deep in body, deep in breath, and calm in mind. It's this relaxed, yet alert, energetic feeling that we can bring up with us into our meditation seat. And so now I invite you to move at your own pace. Slowly awaken your body, maybe movements in the hands and feet, maybe a stretch up overhead. Eventually, you'll roll to one side and pause. And then press up into a meditation seat. And your meditation seat can look a lot like I'm showing you an easy cross-legged, or feel free to use a chair, right? Feel free to use the back of a chair. Feel free to sit against the wall. Make it so that you're comfortable for the next 20 minutes or so. So wherever you are, lift up your spine and then release any unnecessary stiffness. So quickly scan where you habitually hold tension, if you're like me, the jawline, the shoulders, abdomen, inner thighs. And then if you haven't already, bring your attention back to your breathing. Here again in your midsection, across your abdomen, on the inhale, there's a gentle expansion of the floating ribs and upper abdomen. Any movement that you feel, pay attention to it. On the exhale, there's a gentle recoil. Let the breath relax and flow into one another. As you continue to harness the power of the breath, we're going to see and draw a circle of light around the space of our body, around ourselves. And so see this circle of light with every breath you take, harnessing the power of our self-understanding and our core being, our inner strength and gratitude. We are all interconnected, but we are also unique beings with our own sense of self and self-understanding. that are encompassed and held through this circle of light. Great. Continue to harness the power of breath. And see the movements here. The inhale, gentle expansion. New air, new life feeding the body. On exhale, a gentle release of old air, fatigue, leaving the body. See how you're teaching your attention muscle to stay present with the power of breath. You witness and watch the natural rhythm that your body wants to breathe. And this is a new skill that we have to develop. Normally the mind's in charge, it's in control. Now we're teaching to observe and watch the breath. As the mind drifts away, acknowledge, invite it back to your breath. And so you strengthen your attention muscle and deepen your meditation. Now here with our breath, there's lots to pay attention to. And so you're preferably breathing through the nostrils. If you're congested, of course, breathe through the mouth. Now here at your abdomen, ask yourself, is my breath and the movements here smooth or jerky? And the beauty of it, there's no right or wrong answer. We're building awareness of how we breathe, how we show up to the moment. Is the length of your inhale and exhale even? Or is one longer than the other? So counting to yourself silently, matching the count of inhale to the length of exhale. Is your breath quiet and going into that quietude? Or is your breath noisy? Noises happen from obstruction in the air passageways. So congestion in the nostrils, tension in the throat, or weakness of the diaphragm. Again, nothing we can do about those things, but build our awareness of how we're breathing. then is there a pause in between exhale and inhale? Or can the exhale and inhale weave into one another, creating this unending stream of your focus and breath? And finally, see the pace of your breath has deepened and will deepen over practice. The natural rhythm of your breath is perfect in meeting the needs of your body as you watch and observe. And then gradually invite your attention to your nostrils at the tip of your nose. Here you can experience and see the flow of breath. The inhale touching the body at the tip of the nose. And on exhale, the air exiting the body, the opening of the nostrils. Let these sensations, the sense of touch, let these sensations deepen your experience. Now, as you continue, see the inhale, one stream of inhale flow up the nose to your forehead, the center of your head. Exhale, one stream of breath out the nose. And the breath is still leading. We're observing on inhale, one stream of energy and breath up the nose to the forehead or center of your head. Exhale, one stream of breath out the nostrils. And continue. Now here feel a sense of gratitude, a sense of joy as you flow up the nose and down the nose with the natural rhythm of your breathing. This positive emotion, this joy is priming your meditation. That there's no capacity for anxiety. There's no capacity for sadness in this feeling of joy and gratitude that you feel now. The power of breath is always here to witness, is relentlessly our guide and constantly guiding us to grow, to create, and to show up with our sense of self and self-understanding in the moment. To create a deep impression, acknowledge how you feel, deep in body, deep in breath, and calm in mind. And with that, you may begin to draw your energy and focus more outward on the physical sensation of breathing, all the while still being held by this protective light that is our inner strength, that is our source of life. Take your hands to your heart center. Acknowledge the very sacred act that you've done, showing up to your core being, strengthening your best self and your resolve. Namaste. Great. Gently open the eyes. If you'd like, massage the face and gradually bring your attention outward. Now, for those of you who do have 5 to 10 minutes and would like to share your observances or insights or have questions, I think we should take advantage of this forum. So just type any questions, observances, even if you just want to say hi, into the comments. So as you're doing that, as you'd like, this whole theme of showing up to the present moment. This is a note card. I review note cards before I go to bed, and this is one of them, to really remind ourselves to show up fully, to strengthen the good aspects, while honoring the reality. So the art of waking up. When you wake up, really wake up. Wake up with your self-understanding and remind yourself within the first minute of waking up who you are and what you are supposed to become. Put meaning and purpose into your day the minute you wake up. And so that's a good reminder that there's just immense amount of power in the moment. And so sending my love to all of you, and I feel your love back to me, back to the Perennial Yoga community. So